I want to tell you a story. So not too long ago, I was caring for a patient who had prepared her entire pregnancy for an unmedicated Christian hypno water birth. She had a very specific birth plan that included no to all the things, okay? No IV, obviously no Pitocin, no epidural, no pain medicine, none of the things. But also in that birth plan was specifically no catheter. And her birth was going exactly how she wanted it to go until it wasn't. So she got all the way to completely dilated, and she pushed and she pushed and she pushed and she pushed, and bless her heart, this baby was not moving, not a millimeter. Poor thing kept asking, is his head out yet? And we were not anywhere close. But you don't want to tell somebody like something like that. But anyway, after getting to complete and pushing and pushing and pushing, she decided to get an epidural as a tool to help her to allow her body to relax. So we get the epidural, and before she even lays back in the bed after the epidural, she already is not feeling her contractions anymore. She's like, oh my gosh, what a relief. So after the epidural, we had a little chat because I want to be respectful of all of her wishes in her birth plan. I told her, I said, I know in your birth plan it says that you do not want a catheter. I want to tell you the reasons why it's recommended, and then some things that we can try, and you let me know what you are most comfortable with. So I told her that after we get an epidural, our brain does not communicate with our bladder as well. So sometimes we can't get it going, like we can't tell our bladder to pee. And then sometimes we can get it going, and then we can't empty our bladder all the way. And having a bladder that is not able to fully empty can cause two tricky things. Number one, it can prolong your labor because your baby is not able to get down into the pelvis because you got a big old bladder in the way. It can also put you at risk for hemorrhage after your baby is born. Now, I told her that typically when we get an epidural, I wait until you are fully submerged in your pain relief, okay, before introducing something like a catheter, because I don't want somebody to put a catheter in me if I can feel it. So I typically wait about 30 minutes after an epidural, and also making sure that we're feeling fantastic. I told her that with the catheter, you typically feel touch and sometimes pressure of it going in. For me personally, I slept through my catheter. I was so exhausted. I said night-night. They did ask consent before putting it in, but once that was done, I was like, shoo. So I gave her some options. I said, we can try to do a bedpan to see if you're able to empty your bladder. I don't want you to be frustrated if it doesn't happen, because it's typically pretty tough to do. There's also an option to do a catheter every once in a while, like drain your bladder, come out, drain your bladder, come out, drain your bladder, come out. But for me personally, I would think that would be a little more traumatic than just putting one in and leaving it there. But that is also an option. And then obviously the third option is the catheter. So here are all of your options. We can try whatever you feel like you're comfortable trying, and then we can go from there. She decided that she wanted to try to pee on her own into a bedpan, because you can't get up and walk to the bathroom anymore once you have an epidural because your legs are jello. So I put her on the bedpan, and she sat there, and she sat there, and she sat there, and bless her heart, she said, I can't do it. I don't know what the problem is, but I can't do it. That's also a good sign that if we were to do a catheter, you probably wouldn't feel too much because your brain and bladder, that connection's not there anymore. So after trying on her own and understanding the risks and benefits of doing one or not doing one, she decided that she would like the catheter. And she did not feel one thing with the catheter. So what I tell people is the worst part about a catheter is thinking about it. But a catheter, after an epidural, can be a tool to kind of keep your labor going and a tool to prevent you from hemorrhaging after your baby is born. You have a right to decline whatever you feel that you don't want. However, it's important to know exactly what the implications would be if you don't get one and your brain is not able to tell your bladder to pee. I will tell you the thing that I hear most about catheters after an epidural is, oh, I worried about that for nothing.